All right, we're gonna make our own flower garden. So first you're gonna start with a piece of construction paper. I like to use a colored piece, and oil pastels. And the first thing we're gonna do is make nice, big, long stems. Now the stem has an important job for the flower. The stem brings nutrients up from the soil to the flower. All right, once you do one color green, then you're gonna do another color green. It's okay if they cross, it doesn't matter. Flowers don't grow in one single line. So lots and lots of tall stems. Now it's time to do our tiny flowers at the bottom of our garden. So there's our stem, our very important stem. And our leaves, the leaves have an important job as well. That is to collect sunlight for the flower. If you want to mix it up and add different color leaves, that's a really good idea. Will add interest to your art. We're going to make 3 or 4 small flowers here at the bottom. So we got our stem, we got our leaves. Next comes the flower part. So let's do any shape flower we want. And then let's do the middle part. This is where the pollinators go to get their pollen or seeds. We have an important job for the flowers and plants. We give them carbon dioxide, and they give us oxygen. All right, so we're gonna color in these, make these nice and colorful so the pollinators will be attracted to them. Sometimes you might need to peel the oil pastel. And this is your garden, so you can make these flowers any shape you want, as long as you make them colorful for our pollinators. And then one more, remember you're gonna make 3 or 4 flowers, coloring them in. Okay, now that you're done with your flower garden, it's time to add flowers at the top. So now you're gonna need some glue. This is our glue bin. We always keep the glue in the bin, and the other side has the paintbrushes. And we have the flower petals, and then we have the middle of our flower. And then of course we have some leaves. And again, just like we did down here, you're gonna do 3 or 4 up here. It's up to you. You're gonna put the glue down where you want your flower, and you're gonna glue that on. Put the glue down where you want the flower. This stem is a little bit lower, so I want the flower on this stem. Now, should I put the middle the same color as, no, you can't even see that. You gotta mix it up. I bet that flower smells good. We're not really gonna smell it. And then the last one's gonna go over here. Okay, once your paper flowers are glued on, you get to do 3 or 4 of these. It's up to you. We're going to get our, oh, Miss Cunningham, you forgot the leaves, the most important part of the flower. Oopsie. So all of our flowers that we just put on need leaves so it can catch the sunlight. My flower is coming up. I'm going to glue it down a little better. And then this one needs a leaf as well. Okay, now that all my paper flowers are on, we're going to get fluffy flowers and fluffy leaves. So you're going to put this wherever you want. You're going to put the glue wherever you want the flower. And it's okay if they overlap. See how the blue flower is getting on top of the red flower? I'm not bringing it up here, making it hang off the paper. I'm bringing it down so it all fits on the paper. It's okay if they touch. And then I'm going to put some glue on my fluffy flower. And then let's put on the leaves. I can't really see my stem for this flower, so we'll just put the fluffy leaves on the side over here. It's your garden. You can make it look however you want. Okay, now that my fluffy flower's on, we need some pollinators. I'm going to move this out of the way just for a minute so you can see what I'm doing. We have some shapes. You can choose any shape you want. I'm going to start with the circle so that I can make a bumblebee. So I'm going to use a Sharpie and I'm going to draw stripes on the bumblebee body. We're not doing a bumblebee face. We're not doing a bumblebee stinger. We're just focusing on the body and, of course, the wings. Okay, where do I want? I think I want the bumblebee to land on this flower. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue here on this flower. He's going to get all the pollen from the orange flower. And then I need to glue on my wings. Lift it up a little bit. Stick it down there. There we go. Now my bumblebee's done. We are not using the Sharpie on the paper. Sharpies and oil pastels do not like each other. Remember, we did this with oil pastels. So we're just going to leave the bumblebee just like that. Everyone's going to know that that is a bumblebee. If you want to do 2 pollinators, you can. This is going to be my next shape I'm going to use for my next pollinator. And of course, I get another pair of wings. I'm going to keep my wings shut and I'm going to color with marker. I'm going to keep my wings shut and I'm going to color with marker. And then when I open, if I can pick it up, when I open my wings, they're the same on both sides. So let's glue this. What do you think this pollinator's called? Good. I didn't do antennas or a face. Everyone's going to know what this pollinator is called just because we did such a great job designing it. So let's put our wings down on that glue. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here for the body. And that pollinator is finished. I wish I would have used a different color than yellow. It's okay. He still looks like he has wings. So now we have our pollinators and we have our garden and we can put our art on the drying rack.